Hey friends, today I'm coming on to share with you how I created these little mittens. You could use these for embellishments. You could use these, I think it would be really cute to add these together and make a banner. You could make these into like cards. Um, Anything really that you want to put these on the front of a card that you're going to like hand deliver. But I think they turned out super cute. So I used my Cricut and found a mitten shape that I liked. So just a solid mitten shape. And then I went in to Design Space and then I separated the bottom part. So the bottom part, and then I separated the top part so that I could cut these out in pattern paper. And then, of course, you could make these go any way. These two, the thumbs are pointing to the left, and this one, the thumb would be pointing to the right. And then I had another one here in the green that's pointing to the right as well. But I think these turned out super cute, and thought I'd bring you along as I created one. So for this one's more of a pastel Christmas. This one's a cut apart and I fussy cut around it to make it smaller. She's got these cute little bows in her hair, a little red pom-pom nose, some snowflake stickers. And then I have two bows stacked on top of each other. This like sheer one and this like canvasy one. I've got some napkins that I've sewed together and created a little ruffle trim, some pom-poms, and a little jingle bell. So I think this one's so cute. And then the more traditional one, I've got this lace that I stacked up and made a bow, some red ribbon, one of these wreaths from Michael's, a mini jingle bell, and some green crepe paper and snowflake mesh from Dollar Tree, little Noel sticker. And then I used these two ornaments for one of my chipboards, and had the ornaments hanging down, and then used some Nuvo drops on here. So that's how those two turned out. So what I have here is you're going to need your glue gun. I'm also using my art glitter glue. I've got my paper here to piece together, and then I've got this tray of ribbons, laces, a couple little embellishments, a bow that's already been tied for me, some of that fun napkin trim, and then I also have this bundled up chipboard that I recently hauled from Goodwill, and then I also got these puffy stickers from Walgreens that I could pull from these. So let's go ahead and get started. So I want to glue my mittens together here to make a sturdier base. So to do that, I like using my wet glue so that I can have time to move it around if it doesn't quite get into the correct spot. Let's see, let me unclog my glue gun. So first I'm just going to add some glue on this one. And my glue is not coming out very well. And then we're going to glue these two together. I'm going to add a little bit more glue. And the reason I use the wet glue is to have a little time to move things around if I need to. And then once we have that, I'm going to add down the decorative pieces. So I like adding the big piece down first. And see, get that over there. This one is not perfect. I see it's not reaching all the way over there. Let me see if I can peel this up really quick. Make that match a little better at the top. All right, let's give that a try. I'm going to use my bone folder since I did peel that up. I want to make sure this sticks nicely. And then we're going to add this piece. Now, you can add this piece flat, or if you wanted to, you could cut two of these, add one flat, and pop the other one up. But I'm going to add it flat because I'm going to be adding some dimensional things on the mitten itself. So then you're going to line this up here. And we have our cute mitten already put together. So now what we need to do is decide how we want to decorate it. I kind of was thinking I wanted to decorate the pastel ones similar to each other, and then the traditional similar to each other, but you could also decorate them both differently. But what I did for this pastel one is I had this napkin trim that I had sewed last year, and I did some fringing on it. And then once I laid it down, I just kind of fluffed it up. So let's go ahead and maybe add some of that down. And let's see, need to do a little trimming. And then I have this tiny little piece left. I'll hold on to it, but I don't think I'm going to get to it this year. This is my final project for this Christmas crafty season. I'm going to be starting on Valentine's Day crafting after Christmas, just to kind of get a head start. All right, so we're going to glue this down, and then I'm just going to go in with my fingers and start kind of roughing that up, bringing those pieces up together. And that kind of gives it some dimension and texture there. So if you wanted to go back and add something in the middle, like these stars, you could do that as well. But I kind of like the look of just the trim here. Now, let's go ahead and decorate this, and then we'll add our bow. So I've got one of these Dollar Tree snowflakes and this Merry Christmas shaker from Hobby Lobby. I could do that, and that would be super cute. I also have Santa, which would also be cute with the snowflake in the back. Since this paper has Santa, I think that would be cute, but this seems more vintage than this, though. Let's see, I think the snowman is going to be the same way. It's a little more vintage, so I'm going to save that for another project. I think I want to use this Merry Christmas shaker wreath, and then I want to cut off the hanging part as far down as I can without cutting my little red bow. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to cover up the hole on the snowflake, because I really would like to incorporate this very pretty pale pink vintage lace into my project. So there is our first bow. All right, this side is definitely a little bit too long still. Let's make these tails a little shorter. All right, there we go. All right, so we have the first bow, and then we need to decide what we want to do in the back. We could stick with the organza, or we could bring the lace to the front, or I could bring in the green since we have the green here. Let's try adding the green on top of the lace bow here. Just going to add a little hot glue. And then add the little bow on top, kind of stacking the two together. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that's not bad. I like adding the green. We do have a little bit of green in here, so let's go with that. I do feel like it's missing the pom-poms, though. Like, I think the pom-poms just were awesome underneath, but I'm not sure I could get the pom-poms underneath. Nope. All right, so we're going to have to go without pom-poms. So I'm going to go ahead and add our double layer bow off to the side here. Oh, and I meant to put it on this side. Can we get it off? Let's see. Yes, I think I can get away with having laid that there by mistake. All right, so let's add our bow on the side of the thumb, just like we did for the other ones. And let's see if we fluff this up more. There we go. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. That took a minute. Now let's add our snowflake. And I'm going to add some glue along the back here. And add this down. And then we're going to add our little Merry Christmas. We're going to need a little bit of foam tape for that. I am almost out of foam tape. So let's go ahead and add some foam tape off to the side so it sits up at the same level as the snowflake. Clean up some of these glue strings. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of gold thread behind it as well, just for another like layer of dimension and texture behind there. So I'm just going to take it and wrap it around 3 fingers. And then we're going to add it behind here. So it's just going to peek out just a little bit at the top. And let's go ahead and add some glue. Okay, so that's turning out cute. So now we can add something in the middle here, something decorative. And then we could, like for the traditional, I added the wreath. And we can also add one of these big bows. So let's grab my bows here. And I think for this one, maybe a blue would look cute. A blue or a white. I'm thinking the blue. I'm thinking the teal. And we need to grab a jump ring, which I think I'm all out of my big gold jump rings. So I'm going to have to use a silver, which is fine. Let me grab a tool. And I will have everything linked down below that I can for you guys. I'm going to put the jingle bell in the middle here of our bow. Alright, so what do I think about that color? I think it's okay. It's not my favorite color. I wish it was a little darker. I do have a navy blue. I think I have a navy blue. I have a navy, like this blue. Or I have this green and this green. Well, I kind of like that green. Let's do that green instead. Because that green has a little bit of like, almost like a little bit of blue to it. Because it's not a pure green. Alright, let's check that out. Okay. I like it. I like it okay. It's like once it's hanging there, I think it looks a little different than before. Alright, so then let's add some jimmies around. Let's maybe incorporate some of the red from Santa's hat. I think these are red. They look pink on there. Let's see. Alright, let's do pink. I think these might be like a magenta pink, but I'm not sure. Because the package said red, but I'm not sure if they're red. And let's do maybe a clear one. Let's kind of do a cluster there, and let's do a couple up here. All right. So we have some gems down. And I think since we put the jingle bell, we really don't need anything on that bow. So I think I'm going to call this one done. Sorry for the longer video, guys. Sometimes the creative process takes a while longer, but I love how these turned out, and I think I'm going to make another one and make a cute little banner, because I think that would be so cute to hang up in my craft room. So thanks for stopping by and crafting along with me, doing this cute mitten. Hope you all have a great day, and Merry Christmas to you all. Bye.